All right, going live here. Give me one moment here. We're getting set up, and someone just woke up and cried. So, getting set up. Here, take that and back up at the chair. No, over there. Over there. And I'm going to get set up really quick, guys. And then we'll get started with our training tonight, which is all about how to make quick and healthy meals, especially when you're super busy, don't have a lot of time to make meals at home. I know that's something that I put on that poll a couple weeks ago that a lot of people answered. That's what their biggest problem is, that they can't make healthy meals when they're crunched on time. So I wanted to go over some of the things that might help save you a lot of time, be able to get in good calories, good food choices, and good nutrition, even when you're super busy or on the go. So just double checking that I'm good here. It looks like we are in. All right, so tonight I've got some notes here that I'm pulling up. Tonight I'm going to go over, like I just said, when you're short on time, when you don't have any time to cook, how can you get good nutrition in? A lot of the time, a lot of people like to stop off and get something like a burrito or some Starbucks sandwiches, things that are easy, that taste good, and maybe that the whole family will like, instead of spending the extra time trying to cook and go to the grocery store, because I totally get it. At the end of a long workday, you're tired, you have no willpower. You're not going to go to the grocery store. You're not going to spend 20 minutes grocery shopping, then come home and spend 45 minutes cooking for the whole family or for yourself even. You need something quick. So tonight I'm going to go over some of my favorite meals. I'm also going to give you 3 things that you can do on a weekly basis that are going to help you save time and make healthy meals every single week, okay? So let's go through it here. First off, a good meal. What's a good meal that you should have for your lunch or for your dinner or for your snack or whatever? If we're talking lunch or dinner, we're looking at something with protein, something with a veggie, so getting some fiber in there, and then maybe something with a healthy carb or healthy fat source as well. And we'll kind of go through that when I'm building these meals. So, like I said, some example options that people usually tend to go towards are like protein bars that might not be super healthy, or pizza, or burritos, or things that are just quick and easy that taste really good, that fill you up, but are probably not the best for you. So let's go through 3 tips that you can do every single week that are going to help you save time and make good meals. Number 1 is to always have some sort of protein prepped and ready to go. What I mean by that is having some sort of meat prepped and ready to go. So having chicken made, having ground turkey made, ground beef or fish or whatever meat that you want, or vegetarian protein source like tofu or tempeh ready to go and in your fridge. So I brought out some leftover chicken breasts that we still have going on. We're going to be cooking some more tonight, but there is always going to be a source of protein ready to go in my fridge. I'll cook a bunch of protein on Sunday. I'll cook a bunch of protein on Tuesday or Thursday or whatever day I need, because I have the tools to actually do that too. And you probably have the tools to do that at home as well. Things like an air fryer, an Instant Pot, or even an oven. It just takes the time and prep to actually do it, and it takes the commitment to actually do that. So make sure you always have some sort of protein prepped and ready to go, because what you can do with that is make a simple meal, whether that is taking food for lunch to work, or if you're coming home for lunch or dinner and you need something quick and you're like, damn, I'm hungry. Again, you're not going to spend the time, the 20, 30 minutes prepping and cooking meat. So instead, if you have meat ready to go, you can make a super simple meal. All right, so that's number 1, is having some sort of protein prepped and ready to go. That's going to save you a ton of time right there. If you just do that one thing, you're going to be able to make some easy meals. And don't worry, at the end of this video, I'm going to run through a whole bunch of sample meals here. All right. Number 2 is to buy easy ingredients to use. What I mean by that is if you go out and buy a bunch of, we've all done this, we've gone to the grocery store, spent hundreds of dollars on vegetables and things like that, and then they sit in our fridge and they go bad, and then you throw them away because you've never used them, because you don't really know what you're going to do with them, or you just, again, you get tired and you end up not cooking them and they go bad. So use easy to use things that you can just buy in the grocery store. So for example, just to run you through some things. If I want a salad, I've already got my spinach, and I use this broccoli coleslaw here that's already chopped up and ready to go. That's kind of the base to my salad that I can add stuff to. On top of that, things like microwavable veggies, pop this in the microwave for like 90 seconds, it's ready to go. It's cooked broccoli, it's steamed broccoli, okay? Is it the best for you to microwave in a plastic bag? Probably not, but you know, it's better than an alternative, which is a bad food choice, okay? So that's another option. I also have microwavable rice that I get that I can add on to a salad or any sort of meal. That's another option. What else do we have here? What else? Just making sure my mic is on. Wraps as well. Wraps are another good thing. I'll run through that later on. Cooked protein, that is not something that you have to cook. I use chicken sausages. Again, you know, on a scale of like all natural is a 10 to 1 is garbage crap processed food. You know, this is probably towards the 10, but probably not a 10 or a 9 or an 8. But hey, it's a good source of protein and it's very quick and easy to make, and there's no added sugar. There's not like a ton of bad ingredients in this, and it saves a ton of time. It's better than the alternative, okay? All right, that's another one there. So what I'm trying to kind of say here is buy things that you can easily use in a meal, okay? So that's number 2. And then finally, number 3, it's kind of one of my favorites, and this is when we'll start going through some of the meals here, is have some sort of structure. Have some go-to nights with ideas of meals that you can make every single week. What I mean by that, some popular ones are like Taco Tuesday. So some sort of taco salad. You want to get down? All right, we'll test it. She might cry. This is live video, so if she cries, I apologize. You know, having some sort of ideas for weekly meals. So like Taco Tuesday is one where you can make like a taco bowl and even have a corn tortilla or two, and it's not going to be the worst thing in the world as long as you prioritize like having protein. Other ideas that I wrote down are, you know, weekly structure. So Monday, having sort of the basics, having a protein, having a veggie, having a carb, and doing it that way. Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Wednesday, for us, we like to eat out. We go and get a poke bowl at a local poke place. I get an extra scoop of fish on that, and that's something that I really look forward to because it's freaking delicious. Is it the best thing? No, but it's convenient. It's a healthier option for eating out, and it's something that we enjoy doing. So that's what we do on Wednesdays. Thursday, we get back to the basics. Friday might be another taco night or something else. Some people like to do like Fish Friday, where you make a fish dish, whatever it is. And then the weekends as well. Saturday and Sunday are days that I like to make some sort of more elaborate meal. So whether that's like cooking a steak, you know, more fancier steak, or smoking something if you're into like smoking meats or things like that. All right. So having some sort of structure is going to help you structure out meals and help you look forward to having things, especially when you start finding combinations that you really enjoy for like the basic meal on Monday. You might like a combination that you can do for a taco salad on Tuesday. You might find that you find a restaurant where you can find a healthy, delicious option for Wednesday, and then another basic meal Thursday, and then taco night again Friday, or whatever it is, all right? So having some sort of structure will help you out. Again, it comes down to kind of like your mindset and your habits here. So you really need to stop giving yourself other options. I totally understand after work or after a long day of like running the family around, the last thing you really want to do is cook. So having these sort of options as your only options are going to be the best. Now, I understand if the family wants other things, then that's kind of tough, but you can talk them into having meals that taste good. So let's start running through some ideas. Last note on the habits thing. It takes prep. Obviously, this takes prep. Obviously, having protein made takes prep. So you have to plan out your week as well. So Sundays, maybe go grocery shopping and prep some protein or prep some veggies. Maybe take inventory when you get to Tuesday. Do you still have some meat made for Wednesday? If you don't, throw it in the air fryer or whatever tool that you have that you can easily set it and forget it, and it's done in like 20 minutes, and then you have protein ready to go. All right, and then you can take inventory, maybe set another day where you can make a quick grocery shopping trip on Thursday and set up that weekly schedule for yourself that you can repeat week after week, okay? All right, let's start running through some meals here. So what do I got? Let's talk lunch here. Well, I have an easy to prep salad. So I kind of alluded to this earlier, but if I'm making that, I'm going spinach, I'm going broccoli coleslaw, I'm going to add in an extra carb for myself. Some people might not want the extra carb, but I'll add in a serving of rice, and I actually pay attention to the serving size of the rice that's on the back, because rice is one of those that you can super overeat and overconsume carbs and calories. So I pay attention to the serving size, and I actually measure out some of the serving, throw it in my salad. You guys have probably all seen this in some of my photos. And then I add on my protein, 3 to 4 ounces of chicken, ground turkey, ground beef, whatever it is. Some days I might throw on some cheese as well. And then I'll make an easy to make dressing. Now, there are some dressings that you can buy in the grocery store that are like zero sugar, things like that. But honestly, like one of my favorite dressings to make, I guarantee you're going to enjoy it, unless you like hate vinegar or something like that, is just blend together some sort of mustard. So I bought Stone ground mustard, olive oil, and balsamic vinegar. If you blend those together, like a 1-to-1 ratio of vinegar and oil, and then just throw in like a few squirts of mustard, blend that together, taste it. Does it taste good? Probably. Use that. And you can store it in your fridge easily and easily throw it on a salad. All right? And that's kind of my go-to salad. I have my veggie, I have my carb, I have my protein, I have my dressing that has a healthy fat in it, that has olive oil. Sometimes I'll even throw avocado on there, maybe some sliced tomatoes. And then you have your add-ons as well. So you can make it more of like a buffalo chicken salad, throw some black beans, throw some corn. Again, very fast. I'm not cooking this. Is it better to cook it? Probably, but hey, store-bought canned food, totally fine. There's no added sugar in it. Beans, corn. You can even throw some like buffalo sauce on there on your chicken to make it more of a buffalo style salad. Maybe throw a little Greek yogurt in there as well for that like, tangy creaminess too. It's going to taste good, okay? Throw some cheese. So that's like a buffalo chicken salad. Or you can go more of a basic salad like I mentioned before with like your greens, your protein, your carb, and your easy to make dressing. And you can always switch up your protein with flavor by having different spices. So I just pulled out one of my favorite spices here, which is a Cajun spice, but you can do like lemon pepper and salt or things like that too to change the flavor of your protein. Okay? So that's the first one, that easy to prep salad and my easy dressings. My next one is honestly something we do once or twice a week for dinners. It's kind of like our microwavable dinner, but it's microwavable broccoli or other veggies. I got this at Safeway. I'm guaranteed to have it at most grocery stores. We do microwavable rice or quinoa. I'll even melt some cheese on there. I'll throw on protein, my chicken or whatever it is, and then I'll throw on sauce. I'm all about the sauces here. One of my favorites is this Chipotle salsa cremosa. Super delicious. If I want to make it slightly higher protein, I'll take some of this and mix it with Greek yogurt, and it's even higher protein there. But I'll make that meal once or twice a week, and it's delicious. If you want to make it extra spicy, you can add on whatever hot sauce that you want to that too. Okay, so that's my easy microwavable dinner there. What's next? Oh yeah, same thing you can do if you don't want to do like the microwavable broccoli. Make sure you prep some veggies ahead of time. So sometimes I'll cook a bunch of Brussels sprouts and add that to my dinner too. So just leftover veggies. But if you don't like the leftover veggies, try the microwavable ones. They're fine. All right? Easy, delicious. Other ideas, sausage and peppers. I didn't buy any bell peppers this time, but I've got the sausage. You can do bell peppers. You can do some rice or quinoa for your carb again. This is already cooked. You can pop this in the microwave for a minute. It tastes good. Or you can cook them on the stovetop to get them a little crispier. Up to you. And you can add on things like a barbecue sauce. Yes, it has a little added sugar, but you can throw on a little for some flavor. One of my favorites is this Japanese barbecue sauce. Or you can do something like soy sauce or coconut aminos. So again, that is bell pepper, that's sausages, that is rice, and then whatever sauce that you want to throw on, like soy sauce, coconut aminos, or that like Japanese barbecue sauce is really, really good. All right, so that's another idea. Next one, taco salad. I already kind of went over this. For that taco salad, spinach, protein, salsa, avocado, or a homemade guacamole. Super easy to make. You can throw some corn and black beans in there as well. You can slice tomatoes, put it in there, throw some cheese in there as well, and you got yourself a homemade taco salad. So that's another idea there. Another idea, a burger bowl. This one, you can do ground beef. You can either just mix up the ground beef and cook it ahead of time, or do ground beef patties, cook a bunch of them on a Sunday, and then you can have them for your lunches for the next few days, where you have a base of lettuce, you throw on a ground beef patty, you have some ketchup and mustard on top there. Maybe even throw in some, what I like to do is sweet potato fries in the air fryer. So I chop up my sweet potato fries ahead of time, make a bunch of them, stick them in the air fryer. They're done in like 20 minutes, and then you can put them with your burger bowl there. All right, but all of this takes prep work ahead of time to be able to do that. All right, for that one at least. Okay, so those are some of the meal ideas. Some other ideas here on the go. I like to say I have this like baseline bowl. It kind of meets the baseline requirements that I want of a protein, a veggie, a carb, a fat, and a sauce. So in my baseline bowl, if you're on the go at lunch and you can take a Tupperware, store it in some sort of like fridge or bag or anything like that, I take my Tupperware, I get my protein, whatever it is, whatever meat I'm having. Again, I always have it prepped in my fridge, ready to go. So I throw that in there. I throw a veggie in there, whatever it's going to be, whether it's spinach or broccoli or Brussels sprouts or something like that. Then I'll throw in a carb source. Carbs are going to be the rice, the quinoa, or sweet potato. Those are my 3 go-tos for carbs. I will throw that in there in a corner. And then I will throw a fat source in there. Now, my fat source is either going to be olive oil in a dressing or some avocado. And I will throw, if it's avocado, I'll throw that in the corner, in the 4th corner. Okay, so those 4 corners right there. I got my protein, my veggies, my carb, my fat, and then I'll throw a sauce on top, whatever sauce I want. Sometimes it's going to be the Chipotle sauce. Sometimes it's just going to be hot sauce. Sometimes it's going to be that dressing, that balsamic and olive oil dressing on top. Easy, convenient. You can take it with you as long as you can store it in some sort of like a cool bag or something like that. Break it out for lunch when you're on the go and eat it. All right, if you have 5 minutes, you can just scarf it down really fast. Okay, so that's one. That's kind of like my baseline bowl. That's one that I really enjoy doing, and that keeps me consistent, especially when I'm on the go and I'm super busy one day. Other ideas, breakfast ideas, egg cups are something that I like to do. Cracking a couple eggs in like a cupcake pan, throw it in the oven for at like what, 250, 350? 350. 350 for how long?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Maybe 10 minutes. And you can throw some other toppings in there too, like bell pepper and cheese, and they're done as long as they're cooked through, and they're something that you can easily take with you for a breakfast. Or just hard-boiled eggs. Take a couple hard-boiled eggs with you. Super easy, good source of protein. Also a good snack instead of a breakfast as well that you can take with you on the go. Something else, a wrap with sliced turkey or sausage with other stuff in it. So these tortillas from La Tortilla Factory, they're a high-protein tortilla. They've got 12 grams of protein in the tortilla. I get this from Safeway. Love this option. You can do that with some sliced turkey. Again, on the scale of like super healthy as a 10 to 1 super processed. You know, this is more in the middle here, but still a great option of protein. Sliced turkey in the wrap. What else would I throw in there? Maybe some sliced avocado in there as well. Maybe some Chipotle sauce, and bam, there's a quick, easy meal that you can take with you on the go, and it's in a tortilla wrapped up so you can easily eat it on the go. Other options on the go, sliced turkey with avocado. This isn't really a lunch, but hey, it's going to get calories in and it's going to get protein in. So what I would do is take a piece of sliced turkey and wrap it around a piece of avocado and just eat it like that. And that's a super easy snack where you're going to get protein, you're going to get healthy fats, and you're going to get good calories from good sources of food instead of stopping off somewhere where you're going to get something bad. Okay? Other options here, yogurt cups. I grabbed the individual cups here because that's easier for on the go instead of trying to take it out of a big bin. These are the Chobani Zero Sugar. I also bought the other Oikos 000 as well, where they do use some sort of like sweetener here. But it's zero added sugar. It's like the sugar alcohols. I think they use monk fruit. But 60 calories is it for one of these. Like that's super low calorie. It's a snack that tastes really good. You can even add like berries to it if you want to, or just bring this as a little sweet snack while you're on the go, or you can even have it for like a breakfast if you're looking for something quick there. So those are other options that I love. I actually eat these for desserts as well. It's a high protein dessert. Like these have In this 60 gram one, it's 11, and in these, it's 15 grams of protein. So those are a high protein dessert that I like to have, maybe with a little peanut butter to get some calories in. What else? I got a few more here. Snack cup, there, right here. This is something that you can take with you. I've got some measured out mixed nuts in here that I actually measured out to make sure I'm not overeating, because if you do this and measure it out in a separate Tupperware, you're less likely to overeat on nuts. If you have just a big bowl of mixed nuts, you're more likely to overeat on those, which are super calorie dense. So I've got a handful of mixed nuts. I've got 2 pieces of dark chocolate that I can even break more, where it's going to feel like you're eating more. And then I throw some berries in too. Now this is a tiny little Tupperware. Usually it would be a bigger Tupperware where I'll throw more berries in, because berries are not super high in calories. And then I've got a whole bunch of variety in one little snack cup that I can take with me and eat on the go while I'm driving or whatever it is. Okay, so a little snack cup there. Not super high protein, but it's good calories and it's not terrible snacks. And then last but not least, that I don't have pictured here, is some sort of protein bar. So I always recommend RX bars, which are very clean ingredients, very simple ingredients, but something that's high in protein that you can eat on the go. So RX bars are a good option. Or a protein shake. If you have a protein powder, you can drink that, especially if like you're on the way home or something like that, where you know you have dinner at home or you know you have a healthy meal at home, but you need some extra calories. Just throw in a protein shake and drink that. And that's kind of it, guys. Other options, again, if you're looking more at a restaurant, at stopping off, you can look at like a sandwich shop and get like a half sandwich, half salad with protein on the salad. Or you can stop off in somewhere you can get like a taco salad somewhere, so a Mexican restaurant might be good, and aiming for anything that has more protein. But again, your first option should always be to take something with you. All right? So I hope this helps. Again, in order to do all that, it takes the prep work ahead of time, meaning planning out those days to go to the grocery store, so like Sundays and Thursdays or something like that, and then planning out what days to prep your protein. So make sure to prep your protein on like Sundays, throw it in, again, get an air fryer, get a Instant Pot, get some sort of tool that's going to be easy for you to make protein, and a lot of it, so then you have it for a few days. All right, that's all I got for you today. Let's see, just want to make sure we're good here. Yeah, I think we're good here. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have questions or need more meal ideas, please let me know. If you try any of this, please let me know. I'd love to hear any feedback on this training if this helped you. So get to prepping. Hopefully you wrote down some meal ideas here that I use, that you can use, or some sauces. And I'll see you for the next training. All right, see you guys.